Now we're going to talk about the food that you need to keep in your kitchen in order to have a good stocked pantry to prepare the things that you need. But before I do that, I almost forgot. There are 3 things I want to show you. You should always keep aluminum foil in your home. Aluminum foil is a good tool to help line pans and to help protect your food against freezer burn in the freezer. You should keep these large zip top bags. These are actually freezer bags. You should buy freezer bags too. They dual purpose for food storage, and you also will find that you use these in food preparation as well. And lastly, you should get a plastic wrap. Once again, preparation, preservation. These 3 things here will help you a lot in the kitchen in order to save your food for later, and as well as preparing it too. But enough of that crap. Let's talk about the food. Let's get into things that you absolutely must keep in your kitchen. Follow me here. The first thing I'm going to tell you about is eggs. Eggs are universal. They go in all kinds of things. Not only are they good for scrambled eggs, now what they're used as binders and different kind of cooking. We need milk. I use 2% milk because it has less fat than whole and a lot more flavor than skim. So keep milk on hand. You absolutely must keep potatoes. There are lots of kinds of potatoes, but if you just get a regular plain Idaho potato, it will serve almost every purpose you need in the kitchen. From there, we need bacon. Bacon is not just breakfast. Bacon is used to flavor hundreds, if not thousands, of dishes. And bacon grease is used in cooking as well a lot. So bacon is not for breakfast, it's for everything. Let's talk about a little oil now. You should always keep either canola or vegetable oil in the house. They handle high heat well, and you just absolutely have to keep canola or vegetable oil. Now, olive oil, extra virgin if you will. There's lots of kinds of olive oils. These are very good in lending flavor to different things that you may cook. In fact, butter falls in the same family as your oils because it's a fat as well. Now, if you like margarine, you can use margarine. I use margarine on a lot of things too. But when it comes to things like baking, you absolutely must use butter. And there are quite a few foods that just don't taste the same unless you use real butter. You need this if you're me. Moving on, onions and garlic, actually somewhere down the line they're distant cousins. When you get into cooking, and I'll show you later on, onions and garlic are the absolute starting point for lots and lots of meals. And so we keep onions and garlic in the kitchen at all times. Now, a lot of folks don't like rice. When they think of rice, they just think of that white puffy stuff on a plate. Rice can go a million different directions. So irregular long grain rice is going to serve you very well in the kitchen, and can go a billion different directions. Now, you need sugar because you got to put it in your coffee. I mean, why do you need it? It's sugar and Kool-Aid. Don't you have sugar? So. Now, flour. Flour is another one of those things where there are hundreds of types. When you go to your supermarket, you're going to see a 20 to 30 foot section of nothing but different kinds and different brands of flour. If you just get a normal store brand, all-purpose flour, you're going to be just fine. We'll talk about different kinds of flour and what they can do in further episodes, but for now, all-purpose flour is all you need. Let's finish this up. You should always keep a pasta in your home, because pasta, even if you don't have time to cook something very intricate, pasta can be a very quick meal, and of course it's a very filling meal, so always keep a pasta on hand. You should keep a form of cheese. I suggest you keep cheddar. These are both cheddars. This is an extra sharp. This is a mild cheddar. Cheddar is your Cadillac of cheese. It can do almost anything, anywhere. You should keep chicken broth or stock because, well, once again, later on in episodes, you'll see why we use it, but definitely chicken broth and chicken stock are used in all kinds of different dishes and sauces. Now, tomato sauce, it's in the same boat with chicken broth. You just need it because you're always going to be reaching for it further on down the line when you're in the kitchen. So, you keep your chicken stock, you keep your tomato sauce, and you'll be rocking and rolling. The last thing I want to talk about is bread. It's bread. Seriously? Do I have to tell you why you need bread? Bread makes crumbs, crumbs make stuffing, bread makes sandwiches, it makes toast. It makes croutons. It makes, for whenever you burn everything else, it makes this too. I know a little bit about it. So anyway, moving right along, let's talk about the spices that we have to keep in the kitchen in order to facilitate a great meal.